Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. Woo! Now, in our last episode, we finished up just about everything we could find to do here on Tatooine, and it was time to go ahead and move on to a different planet. So let's go ahead and check that out here. We're probably going to have a little bit of talking to do. Let's go ahead and talk to our crew members before we head out.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Let's talk about your brother, Mission.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
Huh. Let's see. You said it, Mission. Let the exchange take care of that slime.
Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
Huh. Let's ask, what do you care? He left you to die on Terrace.
You're right. Griff may be my brother, but he deserted me on Terrace. As far as I'm concerned, that pretty much breaks any bond we had. I'm not going to worry about Griff anymore. Like you said, he brought this on himself. Besides, he always treated me like garbage. Now it's payback time.
Ooh. Got some dark side points. Turning Mission to the truth, it looks like. Alright, Canderous, how about you tell us about the wars?
Yeah, what do you want?
Apparently you have no new war stories.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
It's a bit of a letdown. But we do have a new buddy to talk to on the ship. HK-47. What's up, buddy?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Ah. I would like to know about your functionality.
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
I thought you said that removing the restraining bolt would restore your memory, buddy.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
So you lied to me.
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Athorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master?
How can you not know parts of your own functionality, buddy?
Answer. There have been numerous repairs and tampering made to my system, Master. Several systems are not operating as they should be. The fact that my memory is incomplete may be due to meatbag incompetence, or something else I am unaware of.
Huh. Is there any way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however.
So I can restore your memory?
Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so.
Ah. So you're saying that your memory might just come back?
Conjecture. There may be hidden programming that awaits certain conditions to reactivate my memory core, Master, but there is no way to know. It is quite possible that tampering has simply erased my core permanently. If that is so, a meatbag will surely pay.
So how do I go about restoring your memory, buddy?
Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful.
All right. I would like to try restoring some of your memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Are you implying I'm inept?
Negatory. No, Master. You are not a droid, however, and therefore your skills are limited by the physical capabilities of your meatbag extremities, or some such.
I happen to be very good at what I do, buddy.
Appeasement. Yes, Master. Of course, Master. Could we begin?
Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master. Would you like to hear it?
Of course.
Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SciTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me from an acquaintance I cannot identify for the purposes of protocol and bodyguard duties.
Why can't you identify his acquaintance, buddy?
Explanation. That previous owner is part of memories that are still deleted, Master. It is customary for droids' memories to be wiped when it is sold.
This man, is he still alive?
Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit prior to system shutdown.
You killed your own master, did you?
Affirmative, Master, though I had not been programmed to do so. The human's termination was accidental. Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. He was pleased by the discovery. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination protocol and instructed me to kill all those responsible for the competing product. I proceeded to carry out my order.
Tell me about this assassination protocol, buddy.
Information. This HK-47 unit is complete with protocol that, when invoked, will set me to independently carry out a termination. I will go to whatever lengths, travel whatever distances are required to complete the termination. This is the reason for my combat skills. Advisement. Unfortunately, the assassination protocol is currently non-functional. You will not be able to activate it.
Why not?
Answer. Several of my actuators were damaged by my former owner. They cannot be repaired, Master, sad though that is. My former master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation, my master's own employer. It did not take long for my master to realize his mistake. By then, I had already terminated 104 corporate officers.
So he set you upon his own company?
Observation. While it may have been unintentional, my master's wording of his orders left little room for me. SciTech was responsible for the product, after all. I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer of SciTech and a potential target, but I cannot terminate my own master. I would assume that being the sole officer remaining, he would surely be promoted. Instead, however, the human chose to go insane with rage and attack me.
And that's when you killed him?
Objection. Naturally not, Master. As I said, I am incapable of purposefully terminating my owner. That would not be allowed. My master was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming and stabbing me with a writing utensil, he managed to pierce one of my actuators. The resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect.
Huh. Well, it was his own fault.
Statement. I was only doing as I was told, Master. I would have told the human the proper codes to deactivate my protocol, had he asked. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. I can only assume that while I was shut down, SciTech was dismantled and I was auctioned off as former corporate property. Observation. No doubt my sale price was quite cheap, leading to Yukalaka's purchase. How very demeaning.
I'm just glad I acquired you. Wait, actually, are you sure this actuator can't be fixed, buddy?
Assessment. I do not believe so, Master. It would require complete dismantlement of my chassis. A most involved procedure.
Did you recover any other memories?
I have recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance, Master. I will activate them now. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. Though certain stimuli could always restore my core still, as I explained. For now, please excuse me, Master. I wish to meditate upon the face of my former meatbag master as he was electrocuted. I find it most soothing.
Because of your repairs, HK-47 now has a permanent bonus of +2 to his dexterity. Well, that's freaking handy, isn't it? Got some journal entry there. Let's check that out. Successful tampering with HK-47's memory core has recovered the droid's memory of his most recent owner. The dissolution of the owner's company and auctioning of its assets must be how HK-47 ended up in the droid shop on Tatooine. How the droid got to this executive, however, is unknown. Wow, apparently I can't read simple words today like executive. That bodes well for the rest of today's episode, I tell you what. Let's keep talking to him, though, see what else he has to say.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Let's try restoring some more of his memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Let's go ahead and give it a shot.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere.
Very well, we'll do this later.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
Alright, so I think we need to get our repair skill up to get more of his memories to come back. Anybody hanging out in the engine room? Nope. No one in here stealing our food again. That's always good. Nobody over in the other area here. Let's see what's going on here in the main areas. T3, what's up? You don't say. Cool. Never mind, T3. Let's see if Zarbar will talk to us at all this time. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, and let's talk to Jehuni real quick.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Well, first, help you do evil. I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic? What do you mean?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Huh. Damn straight, I do look divine.
I can only assume that that was some misguided attempt at humor. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hates out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
It's all right.
No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
You have heard from Jehuni that her people were oppressed and ostracized by the human majority. It seems that the Jedi were the only ones to treat her fairly, and maybe why she admires them so much. Perhaps, in a little while, she will reveal more. Hopefully. Let's talk to her one more time.
Yes. What is it?
Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What's that?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Tatooine.
You mean...
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
I thought you hated your homeworld.
It was my home. If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
But we...
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I have no excuse, Jehuni. I did what I needed to do. Accept it, and join me.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
It'll be all right, Jehani. The power of the dark side can fill that void inside of you.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
You have learned a lot about Jahani's past now. She was in fact raised on Terrace, the world which the Sith destroyed because of you and Bastilla. Some of her bitterness may be explained now. If you ask after she has calmed down a bit, she might tell you more. Talk to her one more time.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk again.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What are you thinking about now?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Tatooine I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
How about you, I like number 4. Then you should be right at home when I turn my back on you. Now, tell me about your people, the Cathar.
In truth, I have lived in the Republic too long, and I know little. I never met any others of my race other than my parents. But we are not diplomats. We do not deal well with groups. This situation is new to me. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
It is nice to know you hold me in such high regard.
To be accepted so readily, I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I'm used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Okay. One more talk with her, I think.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Wondered if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Oh, what are you thinking about?
Terrace was my home for many years. As much as I hated it, it was still home. A rat hole, a warren, a paradise. I suppose you could call it all these things. For me, it was hell.
How so?
To walk down the streets, to have people look at you in disgust, like an animal. Most did not know anything about me, but it was there, all the same. Because I was an alien, because I was different from them, frightening. I doubt any of them had even seen my people before. So they persecuted me. They looked down on me and my family. Charged us more for food, would not let us walk their streets. They spat on us. You are human. You could not possibly know.
Humans can be just as cruel to each other. Trust me.
That is true, I suppose. But it is much more obvious for someone like me. There were no other Cathar on Terrace. No one to talk to, no one to confide in. But you must think me weak for saying this. But I am strong enough to admit it.
Wait a second. Why are you telling me all of this?
I do not know. I have been keeping it inside for so long. I thought you might understand. You do not seem to fit in exactly with the others. You are different. Maybe I am weak. To think that some stories of my stupid past could possibly interest you.
No, it's all right. I will be here to listen to you whenever you want, and to tell you about the powers that I could help you with on your path back to the dark side.
I thank you. You are kinder than I would have expected to put up with me using you in this way. I hope that I will not use your time so badly in the future. Thank you.
See if she has anything else to say.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Oh, my goodness. I was wondering if we could talk again.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Oh, I guess she has nothing else to say.
Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
All right. I think that just leaves Bastila and Karth to talk to here in the ship. Let's talk to Bastila first.
How can I help?
Huh. I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tel Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Why is it discouraged?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced about that, Bastila.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Wow. You never tried to get in touch with your father again, though?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that. Or actually... But if a Jedi were to love Bastila, surely it wouldn't be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Bastila told you something of her life before the Jedi. She was very adamant in her support of the Jedi's policy of severing all family relationships, as emotional attachments are inherently dangerous to a Jedi. See if she has anything else to say.
How can I help?
Nope.
Then I suggest we move on.
Alright, and Karth, buddy. How you doing stinking up the cockpit over here? Whew.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you want to talk? You got pretty upset last time we spoke, buddy.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important. It's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Well, it is, Karth. Let me tell you that. Let's see. Why don't you return to the front lines, then?
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
You sure have, buddy. Huh. Let's say don't worry about it, Karth. Let's make him think we like him.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me for once, buddy.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Karth has apologized for his previous behavior and has promised to try not to punish his current companions for the betrayals of people in his past. Whether he can accomplish this remains to be seen. See if he has anything else to say. Nope.
You got it.
So that is everybody talked to on the ship. I noticed that our Gizka population has disappeared, which is great. I think that's a really out of focus texture. All right, I think it is time for us to finally leave this Dust Bowl. We'll be doing that and adventuring to a new planet in the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, we hope to see you soon.